Hey guys, yeah, so people wanted to see this panning technique. I have to apologize firstly about the awful camera angle. Um, I'm just chasing like the last bit of the sun for the day and trying to do this before I go in for the evening. So what I've got here is a pan of it's actually Reedy Creek Gold and Black Sands and other heavies, concentrates. And a bit of Bendigo and a bit of Baringa up in there. And the Baringa stuff is so fine. It's like beyond flower gold. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna just do this panning technique quickly before it gets too dark. I'm just gonna go straight into it. So you can see I've got the heavies, the cons all into the bunched up. You use your normal classification side to side shake. So I've got my right hand here, thumb over the lip, fingers underneath, sort of normal like Vogus technique. And I could use his normal reveal. Actually, before I go on to that, just so you know, for the fine flower gold, that was all floating in my pan before. So I've dropped just a droplet of this into the water for a surfactant to break that surface tension. And all of the flower golds just immediately dropped to the bottom of the pan, which is exactly what we want. So yeah, I might even turn so that the angles work for me. I think my phone's just fallen. Hang on. Sorry. So you can see I'm not a professional videographer or whatever you want to call it, YouTuber or anything. I'm just some guy that knows how to do this technique really well. I don't think I've seen any of the pros doing this, so we'll just go through it quickly. So got your thumb grip, we're doing the normal shake side to side, got all our cons together, and I'm going to start by throwing the pan into my left hand, tilting it downwards to the left, because I'm right-handed. You do it to the right if you're left-handed. I'm using my left hand as a stopping point, and we're sending the passengers into the front of the carriage, so to speak. Think of it that way. That's the best analogy to understand how this works. So they're getting locked into where the contact point is on your palm. You can do it on the rim, but I like to do it at the bottom of the pan. So I'm really sure of that point of where the gold's getting bunched together. We're just going to keep doing that until, for, probably about 30 seconds. And now we're going to shake and spread. Light swirl, not too much. Mostly just shaking and pulling back. Okay. Now I've seen a bit of gold breach. That's the first, that's where I'll stop for now. I'm going to just do that, bunch them together again. We're spreading things out, and we're trying to now tilt the pan away from us to pull all the heavies away, and the gold should stay where you're tapping into your palm. So we should start to see the gold breach from this edge where the finest stuff is as well. And once it breaches, once I see a tiny glimmer, which I just saw, I'm going to stop. Oh, there we go. I've gone a bit too hard. I'm just going to stop, and I'm going to pull it away. Just get as much away as you can. We've got one big piece who's a bit stubborn, and that'll happen with bigger pieces. But you don't have to worry, because you can literally just pick them out. We're going for the finest stuff. It's all about the fine black sands and the fine flower gold, getting them apart, and this is a really good way to do it. So shaking side to side, just a little jostle, and I'm spreading them. Now I want to create a bit of space so that I can bring it all together. So I'm going to really get rough here. So I've just spread everything. I've got a nice golden smile. And we'll just do I think they call this the Alabama knock. And that'll just bunch everything together. You can see all the gold coming down and to that left side. That's perfect. It's exactly what you want. Now, mess it up again. I'm going to gently draw some of that stuff away, some of the cons away. Okay, and then we're back to first step. Just bring it together. And we're going to tilt. I swap hands because I like to use my right hand to do this. And this is really where it bunches all the gold together. Except for that one guy, this big piece here, I don't know if you could see him. He's just nice and chunky, so he likes to do whatever he wants. But that's okay. It's all about the fine gold for this little demonstration, which we're getting all to bunch up. And this is really, it's about keeping the pan horizontal and then just adding a slightest tilt. I'm getting eaten by the mozzies. I'm just keeping the slightest tilt, just to keep bouncing all the black sands, the heavies away, and just separating the gold. We've got mozzies jumping in the pan to their death. That's all right. So now I'm going to get my finger in there. Some people say, "Ah, don't stick your fingers in, whatever." Nah, do it. We've got all the golds bunched. We're happy. I'm just going to literally draw everything separate so that we don't accidentally start drawing it back in. The next step involves a second pan, so I'm going to pull that over now. We're going to just tip all the bulk of the cons out, the black sands and mercury and garnets and whatnot. So I'll quickly do that. I'm just going to gently go. This is a tilt and pull, tilt and pull. The gold is not going to move if you do this just gently, and especially if you try to keep it covered. Just keep it wet. As soon as you let it fully, all the water level to drop down, when it runs back, it'll try and pick up the gold. So you want to be quick about it. Keep it wet. But that soap is going to really save you any trouble, any of that sort of trouble. Now, we are going to let it get dry, but that's okay. We're getting rid of all of this stuff we just cleared firstly, just to make life easier. Because there's I actually tipped a bit much in there, I think, for this demo, but that's all right. So bring my other pan over. It's not my favorite one, but that's okay. Dumping in here. And yeah, this big chunk is going to just drop in. So I'm just going to literally pull him out because it's a problem child. All right, so stratify to pour it out, dip it in, stratify, tip it out, stratify, use your finger if you want, and just however you want to get it out of there. Okay, stratify, shake and tip. Shake and tip, the gold's stuck to the pan right now, it's nice and wet. And we haven't lost a single speck, I can tell. But you might lose one, that's okay. If you get 99.9% and one little speck goes in there, that's I mean, I've seen worse, you know. All right, now we need a bit of water back in there. So I'm just going to get that from here. Make sure everything's dropped to the bottom. I've got a few floaties. I'm just going to tip them out. Oh, don't want them in the pan. All right. Get a bit of water in there. And we've got the final step now. So this is easy now. You've done the bulk of separation. It's all about just taking time with it though. So I'm just going to knock it all together. That's just tapping on a horizontal. And that'll bring all the gold, bunch it up nicely. And just shake and spread. Keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping. I'm on a slight tilt now. So the front of the pan's lifted up now, the bottom's tilted. Okay, I'm going to shake and pull, tap it back, bring it together, shake and pull, tap. That's just left hand jostling the black sands. You gotta like feel this out. It's very hard to describe that movement. It's just a really gentle rolling action, getting that water to roll, but keeping that water line high so that you don't get the gold floating away. We'll just keep doing that. You can be rough, like to sometimes swap hands. Just keep drawing the black sand away and trying to keep that gold together. Okay, final stage. And we'll keep rotating the pan as well. You're sort of chasing the gold. We're all chasing the gold, aren't we? All right, now I'm going to bunch it up again and just keep rolling and draw that black sand downhill and to the right. There's a little bit of swirling, a little bit of tilting. Okay, now we've got to Alabama knock it, so we're clearing the water line. You've got to have a dry plane to do that. And it'll just draw it all up and away. It'll literally climb up the side of the pan almost, if you're doing it right. Now really gently, I'm going to get some floaters here, but just tap them back down if you can. And just get everything wet again. And that soak really helps it from things from floating away. And just a gentle shake to the side. And this is 100% clean, you know, like we're getting it so that you can just put it in a container at this point. So you can get your hands in there. I would watch this edge here. We're not fully, I can see there's a few specks there. So I'll just draw the bulk away again. But it's pretty happy days at this point. Like we're getting that so clean. So again, just gentle shakes and swirls. Swapping around your hands. Swapping the tapping and tilting action if you need to. If the gold starts walking that way, you know, maybe you need to turn it this way and change your direction. Okay. And just draw the bulk away again. Get rid of it all. We're pretty clean now. And yeah, look, it's just, you can see it's just repeating that. So now I'm going to tip this out and then I'm going to finish that. I'm going to go back and do it one more time. Keep repeating, just keep repeating, keep doing it in stages and don't rush it and just practice as many times as you want until you've figured it out. I'll stop it there because we're getting a bit long. Enjoy.